Hello everyone, Boneto here. Okay, so today we're doing something different than gaming today. I'm just gonna do a quick little tutorial. So today we're using Clickteam. So this will be a tutorial on how to make movement and platforming work. So it's gonna be quite simple, but would be quite useful to have them also. Let me switch over to it and I'll be right back. And we are back, yeah. Okay, let's get to continuing this. Okay, so let's just call well, let's just call this test. Okay, so you gotta double click and then press active. Okay, let's get another one of them, shall we? But this time let's elongate it by clicking twice and then done that. Okay. Next up, it's good if we get some animations in. So what you gotta do here is either make your own using the box or clicking the frame, import, and then just from here. So this is just some setup animations that I've just imported from one of my own games. So this won't be here for everyone. So wrong animation. Okay. Okay, so you gotta make sure this is on, and then just adjust the 2 frame to whatever you need to. Okay, so now we've got, okay, so just, you need to click this to loop an animation. This is the speed of an animation, I would recommend 5. Okay, that's a platform. Oh, I must have did something wrong. Okay, that should be better now. Okay, that's good enough for now. Okay, now we've got a proper idle animation. Next up, let's just make this all black by clicking this. Set the size to like 100 or something, and then just like that. Okay, now next, let's go over to the properties tab of the first active, aka the object. Let's go to movement and change static to platform. Set the initial direction to wherever you want, but for me I'll just set it to the right. You can adjust the speed, acceleration, deceleration, however you like, but for me I would recommend 50, 10, and then like 25 or something to add a bit of like ice physics or something. Okay, now let's click on the name of the section, event list editor, or just event editor, whichever you like to use. New condition, let's do a collision with this object, and then we use this one to on movement on stop. Okay, let's test out, shall we? See, now we've got a proper animation. Okay. Okay. Just move that down to be okay. Let's enlarge that platform. Do I need to go here or anything? Oh yeah. This will be important for later, or for any camera movement you want, so we can always trigger. And then the horse on frame, no, on scrolling, center window position in frame, relative to object, 0, yeah. Now, for example, if you change the size of this like this, let's run this now. And there we go. We've got a moving camera. Okay. Now next up, let's go to the application. Let's disable these two options. Let's try again. Now those menus are gone, so now you have more of a screen. Yeah. Okay. So here in runtime options, we scroll down to default controls. Click this button here. Button 1, base. Okay, then let's go back to this. Make sure this is selected as button 1. Application. And there we go, we can now jump. Okay. Okay, we've been recording for 9 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else I need to do. We can adjust the frame rate here. So let's just set that to 30. Machine independent speed, which will be useful for any projects that need the same frame rate. Now it runs. Okay. Okay. The next up, let's just add a simple walking. Actually, no, we don't need that. Show wall, walking, import. Okay. Now that we've got walking animation, let's test it again. Now we've got a proper walking animation. Okay, so alright, yeah, let's quickly code a health bar and stuff. That would be useful. We'll need an object called a counter. For this tutorial, I'll set the display to horizontal bar. Okay, let's start with like this. Initial value 10. Let's go back to the event list editor. Compare the counter to a value equal to 0. For this tutorial, I'll just set it to end the game, but you can set it to teleport to a new room and stuff as well, which would be useful for any more complex games. Okay, now we've got the health bar here, we've got a moving character, we've got a platform. We now need enemies, but yeah. Let's get to doing that. Okay. Let's wait for this to finish, okay? Now we zoom in. We erase this. Okay. For this test, I'm just gonna draw like a simple spike, but usually it's better if you like actually make a spike, but actually Control C and Control V that. Double click that, set that to that, and okay, now we've got a collision between the player and the spike, so the counter. Actually, no, wrong code, sorry. Okay, so subtract from counter. Let's just say 1 health for now. Also, we should No. Okay, so no conditions, run this event once. Okay. Okay, now you see we're losing health. Oh, you know what, let's just... You know what, let's just set it to 1 second maybe. Make it a bit easier for some. Okay. Now if we walk in it. Okay. That's a problem. Okay. You know what, let's just try it without that, just so we know. Just so you all know what happens. Oh. Well, it works. And see, there we go. That's all the code. You might as well move that up here so it looks smoother. Of course, for animations, you can flip them so then you can... Let's just try it with the walking, shall we? Flip, flip. Okay. Now let's test it, shall we? Okay. I see the error here. It's speed. Of course it isn't looping. Okay. My laptop's slightly heating up a bit, but anyway. As you can tell, we now have an idle animation for both sides. Okay. I know this wasn't exactly the best video, but you know what? This is everything so far, so I might continue this series if people like it. A little like tutorial on making platformers. So currently we've got an idle on both sides, a simple walking animation, a way to get damaged, and a... Okay. Real quick. Let's disable that. Okay. Okay. So Now we've got a black box there. Now, I'm not sure if I remember how to do this correctly, but we can copy this. Every 0.1. Okay, let's try this out. This should prevent the player from falling infinitely. Okay. Okay. Let's just set it to 10 for now. We can smoothen that out in a part 2 of this video. Okay. That's so we've got a camera, we've got a platform, damage, and a way to prevent people from falling all the way down. Also some simple movement. Not the best, but it's the best we can do for simple part 1. Plus we've got a simple HUD. We can add a life bar later on and stuff, but yeah. I'll save it after the video, of course, so let's just, okay. I know this video wasn't exactly long, but, oh, 22 minutes. Well, hell, was that long? I didn't expect it to be that long, sorry, I must have kept on making mistakes and stuff, but yeah. So yeah, I did have fun today teaching you about Clickteam. I know my voice is not the best for tutorials, but I'm gonna try and add some subtitles for this in case you couldn't hear my voice correctly, so yeah. Thanks for watching, and this has been Boneto. See ya.